Good evening and welcome back to another Tuesday edition of Live at 5. I'm Lance Jenkins.
And I'm Sierra McQueen.
Sierra McQueen.
That's right.
I mean, we got raw talent here, folks. 8 years of radio experience.
Yes.
And you're joining us here at Live
I know.
at 5.
I'm so excited.
We're
I'm so
certainly glad
excited.
to have you. You're from this area.
I am. I am from Derby. And if people don't know where that is, it's outside of Ellerby, north end of the county. Grew up on a farm. So been here my whole life until high school. Moved away. Was gone for almost 9 years. Had to come back home to the Rock.
Well,
so,
we're certainly glad to have you here on Live at 5.
thank you. Very
And
excited.
of course, Sierra McQueen joining the team today, and she's going to be bringing the news to you, Richmond County, and the news starts right now. Tones were sounded in East Rockingham Monday for a fully involved garage fire that also threatened 2 other structures close to the scene. Upon arrival, authorities discovered that no one was currently living in the house that was on the same property as the garage. The garage was a total loss, and siding on the structure next to it was heavily damaged. East Rockingham Fire and Cordova Fire Rescue both responded to the call, and the incident is still under investigation.
As fall wildfire season approaches, the NC Forest Service encourages North Carolinians to heed the call of National Fire Prevention Week, October 8th through the 14th, and take steps to ensure careful burning of leaves and yard debris. Fall wildfire season typically lasts from mid-October until mid-December, the time of year when people do a lot of yard work that may include burning leaves and yard debris. These fires sometimes escape and start wildfires. In fact, debris burning is the top cause of wildfires in North Carolina. The NC Forest Service encourages residents to consider debris burning to contact their local county forest ranger. The ranger can offer technical advice and explain the best options to help maximize the safety to people, property, and the forest. For more information on ways you can prevent wildfires and loss of property, log on to ncforestservice.gov.
On Monday evening, Cordova Fire Rescue was dispatched at 8:30 to a 2-vehicle accident at the intersection of Ledbetter Street and Osheraw Highway. The first vehicle was rear-ended and pushed by the second vehicle out of the intersection. No one in the vehicle that was at fault was transported to the hospital, but the driver and 2 passengers in the rear-ended vehicle were transported to a local hospital by First Health Richmond EMS. Also on the scene was the North Carolina Highway Patrol, and they are currently investigating the accident.
The Ellerby Town Council held its October meeting Monday night, and a discussion was held on the library construction project. Mayor Lee Berry indicated work that would begin by the end of the month. A decision has been made not to pay for an engineered design due to the excessive pricing of $20,000 to $30,000. Berry said funds are limited and we, quote, just can't afford that design fee, and trying to get a computer center is the biggest thing, end quote. Berry further stated that once the project is complete, Ellerby citizens would have access to the computers at the library.
A final topic of funding for the library was discussed. Funding had been reduced by $5,250 in the current budget. Now, the library is faced with reducing open hours from 32 hours per week to 19 hours due to this shortfall. Mayor Lee Berry discussed the needs of the citizens and youth of Ellerby to have access to the library and the internet, and asked the council to reconsider adding the money back to the current budget. A motion was brought to add back the $5,250 and approved by the entire board.
Richmond County Humane Society and Hudson Brothers Deli joined together for the Raise the Woof fundraiser this past Saturday night. Thanks to the exceedingly well orchestrated efforts of the Humane Society personnel and the Hudson Brothers staff, there was standing room only throughout the entire 5 hours of the event, with everyone having a great time enjoying the evening while working towards a good cause. Brandy Alfredson of the Humane Society said they quickly sold out of their allotment of 110 steak plates and 150 raffle tickets.
Alfredson, co-organizer Jesse Covington, and Robin Roberts, manager of Hudson Brothers Deli, all agreed there were at least 200 in attendance, and they were amazed with the turnout. All of the money that was raised through the sales of steaks and tickets went directly to helping the Humane Society provide rescue efforts to the many dogs, cats, and other animals housed at the animal shelter. The Humane Society and the animal shelter often work together to do what they can to provide for the animals.
The Humane Society is a 100% nonprofit organization. Therefore, donations are paramount and essential to maintain any semblance of a continuous operation to rescue these animals. For questions about volunteering opportunities or donations, please contact the Humane Society at 910-434-8073.
On Saturday, October 28th, the City of Hamlet will host the 35th Annual Seaboard Festival. The all-day event, lasting from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., is expected to host between 30 to 35,000 people. The morning will start off with a 5K race through Hamlet at 8 a.m. And this year's festival will host over 200 vendors selling wooden crafts, home decor, clothing, jewelry, toys, games, and of course, plenty of food. According to Seaboard Festival President Kim Lindsay, the vendors for the event are almost predominantly local craftsmen who sell handmade goods and products.
There will be 2 entertainment stages, with the lower stage mainly featuring dance performances and the upper stage with the festival's live music performances. To round out the day's entertainment, attendees are welcome to explore the Seaboard Festival car show to be held in the grass adjacent to the Hamlet train depot. For more information on the 35th Annual Seaboard Festival, visit www.seaboardfestival.com or find their official event page, the Seaboard Festival, on Facebook.
The 35th Annual Seaboard Festival. What's your favorite part?
Got to get a collard sandwich when you go. Like,
collard sandwich?
Yeah, so it's like cornbread with collards in between it. It's on point. It's a local thing.
I've never had that before.
So when you go to the Seaboard Festival, it's all about food. So there's so many food vendors. Get turkey legs, fried Oreos. But I would suggest that you eat all those things after you run the 5K, if you're running the 5K today, because obviously you don't want to, that probably wouldn't sit really well on your stomach.
I probably will do the 5K.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
It's going to be a nice fall day for it.
Eat collard sandwiches after 5K.
After the 5K,
I'll keep that in mind. I'll keep that in mind. Folks, when we come back, Bradley Barnhart over at Griffin Toyota going to be joining us in studio. Stay tuned. We'll be back right after these messages.
At Richmond Community College, we can prepare you for a high-skill, high-paying career in a variety of fields. From business to education, engineering, utilities, healthcare, criminal justice, information technology, and human services. At Richmond Community College, we can save you thousands of dollars on tuition through our university transfer programs that provide a seamless transition to universities and colleges throughout North Carolina. At Richmond Community College, we are always developing new courses and programs in response to the communities we serve. We offer day, evening, and online courses, and you can now complete 5 curriculum programs entirely online. At Richmond Community College, we believe in helping you prepare for a better life. Richmond Community College. Local college, big impact.
Willow Tree Antiques and Gifts is a specialty retail store in downtown Rockingham, in the heart of Richmond County. We are all about rustic, farm-style home decor and gifts. We offer a variety of antique, vintage, and new items. We love helping you make your house a home with unique, one-of-a-kind finds. We also have specialty gifts for all occasions.
And welcome back to Live at 5. And of course, now we are glad to have in studio Bradley Barnhart. Bradley, good to have you in studio.
Glad to be here, Lance.
Yep, glad to have you. And of course, Bradley is over at Griffin Toyota right here. And is that technically Hamlet?
Yes,
okay,
yes.
Gotcha, I thought so.
Off Highway 74 in Hamlet.
Well, you guys got a great dealership. I am proud owner of a Toyota Tundra. Matter of fact, my mom and dad bought a Tacoma from you.
Correct, they did.
I think they did, yes. So, of course, you've had a lot of success over there.
Yes, I have. We we're a small town dealership, and so we really try to cater to the customer during the sale and after as well.
Absolutely. And have you lived here your whole life?
I have. I grew up here. I went in the military for a little while. Got my pilot license and came back and got married, and now I'm in the car business.
In car business. How long you been over at Griffin Toyota?
I've been with the Griffin Group about a year.
Okay, yeah, so you've been over there for a year. And of course, I knew you before I met you, because every time I come back from Southern Pines, I see your billboard right there close to the Speedway and the Dragway.
Yes.
And I always rode by there, and I was like, that guy's real smart to advertise, kind of market himself like that. I bet you a week later I met you, and then my mom and dad came in and bought a truck. So you've been at Griffin Toyota for a little over a year. And what made you get into the car business?
You know, I've always been a fan of the Toyota product. They make really good products. I've known some of the guys at Griffin for a while. I actually had my own car lot in Southern Pines for a little while. You know, just wanted to try something different. So I made a phone call down to actually Clint Ray.
Okay.
And I spoke with him. He said, yeah, you know, if you want to come on down, we'll be glad to have you. So that's what brought me to Griffin.
So there you are, of course, and now over in Hamlet. Every time I get on Facebook, I see if somebody done got a good deal from Bradley Barnhart. I'm following you closely, my man.
Well, I appreciate that.
I look up there, and I'm like, gosh knows, I mean, always working out a deal for somebody. You make a lot of folks happy, obviously. I do
a ton on Facebook. I've got a lot of followers. This past month, I tried something different where I was giving away free money. If you send me some customers, I was giving $10 away if you send me 3 customers. Also gave away a free oil change.
Right. I saw that.
So that worked out pretty well, and I'm probably going to do something this month as well.
Fantastic. Yep. So y'all winding down the year too. So have the new Toyota started coming in for 18?
They have, and the 2018 Camry is completely redesigned. It's a whole new car, new engine, new transmission. We've got really good dealer incentives on those this month. 200 horsepower and 39 miles per gallon.
Good gosh, 39. Now I'll tell you, my truck don't get 39 miles a gallon yet, but I don't think anybody's truck gets 39 miles a gallon. But I heard them new Corolla. You said
the Camrys.
Excuse me, Camry. I heard the new Camrys were pretty.
They are.
Nice.
I actually went to a launch at the Charlotte Motor Speedway, and I got to drive the Camry and some of the competitors' vehicles around a road course. And not just because I sell them, but the Camry did outperform everything we drove.
I always heard a lot good about the Toyota Camrys.
But they are slam full of technology. As far as they've got new radio systems in them. Like I said, new engine, new transmission. We've got 0% on them. Financing. So yeah, a lot of good things going on at Toyota.
Good, fantastic. Of course, folks, you can contact Bradley Barnhart, a staple in the community, been here all his life, and he can help you out over at Griffin Toyota. Then tell me this, you said this already, and I want to make sure I heard you correctly. Did I hear you say you had your pilot license?
I do. My father started flying, and he took me up, you know, when I was younger, but yeah, I've had my license for about 7 years. I would like to get aviation, you know, into the community. You know, maybe something for you know, young children to do. But if anybody wants to contact me or come out to the Richmond County Airport, my father's got a plane out there. I'd be more than happy to show them around, show them the airplane, maybe you know, spark up some interest in aviation.
Fantastic, yeah. And of course, when did you got started? You had no interest in aviation, I guess, until you went off.
Yes.
Okay.
When I came out of the military, my father had a plane, and we would fly back and forth to Florida a lot. And you know, I got tired of riding in the right seat, and I wanted to fly. So,
right.
But I enjoy it. It's you know, it's a sense of freedom that you just can't describe.
Yeah, fantastic. And of course, I wouldn't even know where to start about being a pilot. I mean, but I mean, it's really neat though, because a lot of young folks in this area, they think they're in a rural area. I grew up in a rural area, and they think there's not a lot of opportunity out there. But then a guy like you went and served in the military, got his pilot license. I mean, kids probably dream of doing something like that, and they can do it, even if they're raised in Richmond County.
Correct.
You know, and that's pretty neat. Bradley Barnhart in studio today, all the way from Griffin Toyota, not far from here. You can go see him, and he'll take good care of you. He's making deals all the time for folks, and I know he can help you. Well, if Bradley can't help you, nobody can.
That's it. If I can't get you approved, nobody can.
That's right. And so Bradley Barnhart, great guy, and certainly appreciate you joining us in studio today. Wish you the very best and continued success over at Griffin Toyota.
Thank you, Lance. Appreciate you having me.
Bradley Barnhart, folks, always glad to see him. Glad to have him in studio today. You're welcome back anytime.
Thank you.
Folks, when we come back, Russell Parker, college football, NASCAR, going to bring you a full roundup from this past weekend. And, of course, we're going to talk about that North Carolina State Wolfpack. We'll be right back.
Hi, I'm Erin McNair, and on behalf of the entire McNair family, we'd like to invite you to the grand opening of the new McNair Auto Sales location, Saturday, September 30th from 11 to 2. At our new location, 1026 East Broad Avenue, we look forward to serve you with greater selection, better facility, with the same reliable and friendly staff you have grown to know and trust. With over 40 years of experience, you know when it comes to buying your van, truck, or car, McNair is the name you can trust. Papa, Phil, Carrie, Ryan, Trey, Kristen, and the whole McNair family look forward to seeing you as we celebrate the grand opening of our new location, Saturday, September 30th from 11 to 2. We'll see you there.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Now for tonight's top sports stories. Richmond's boys soccer team fell 2-0 against Pinecrest on Monday night. The Raiders have struggled this season to put the ball in the back of the net in big games, and losing to SAC leader Pinecrest dimmed their chance even more of making a significant playoff push. Overall, head coach Benny Howard is proud of the way his team played and always wants his team to stay focused to open and close the halves. The Raiders have 5 remaining conference matches on the season, and Howard acknowledged that if they win all 5 and do well in the conference tournament, they might still have a chance to make the playoffs. The junior varsity team was also shut out by Pinecrest 3-0. The Raiders trailed 2-0 at the half, and sophomore forward Luke Hawks got a chance to score on a penalty kick but had it stopped by the Patriots goalkeeper. Both Raider teams are back in action at home Wednesday as they'll welcome Jack Britt. Junior varsity kickoff at 5:15, followed by varsity at 7 p.m.
The Lady Raider golf team remained consistent and placed 3rd at Scotch Heights on Monday. Richmond sophomore Haley Miller and junior Natalie Davis had their best 2 scores of the season, shooting 89 and 93 respectively. Rounding out Richmond's participants Monday were Dakota Stevens, Kylie McDonald, Taylor Graves, and Gabby Payon. Head coach Jeff Ingram still aims for the team to shoot a 400 score, and on Monday they just fell short with a total of 406. The team may have a makeup tournament on Thursday from an earlier canceled match. They will play for sure next Monday in Pinehurst at 2 p.m. in the final conference tournament before the regional tournament. And joining us now to wrap up the sports segment tonight is our usual Tuesday guest, college football and NASCAR analyst Russell Parker. Russell, you looking sharp today.
I know, right?
I'm telling you, got the new shade?
Yeah.
Looking good.
I'll tell you what is not changed, and that's the #1 spot for Alabama in the college football rankings.
Alabama. Of course, they're really good. I'll tell you, Alabama, they are a sharp-looking college football team. I mean, I think they could easily beat the Cleveland Browns right now.
Oh, yeah, they could probably even beat the Patriots, I'd say.
Now,
okay, I won't go that far now.
Are you saying the Panthers had an easy win this past Sunday?
You know, I am kind of surprised that the Panthers won that game.
I am too. I'm a Panthers fan. But big college football games this past weekend.
Oh, yeah.
So let's start with the most important.
That's Alabama, right?
No.
Oh, you're talking about UNC, right?
Oh, God, we definitely aren't talking about it. When we're talking about most important, we're never talking about the Tar Heels. No, NC State.
NC State.
Now, this is the type of game that NC State usually loses, okay? They go in, they beat Florida State in Tallahassee. And then they go home to play Syracuse. That, if you're a State fan, you know what I'm talking about. That is where State usually loses, and then the whole season's shot. this week they got the job done against Syracuse. They're now ranked number 24 in the country.
24.
And they're now playing Louisville, number 17 in the country, at home this Thursday night, nationally televised game on ESPN. What do the Wolfpack got to do to beat another nationally ranked team?
Well, Louisville has definitely, I said it right, Louisville?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Louisville is definitely a good team. But like I said earlier in the season, State would be ranked top 20. And I still think they want to keep going with that. So I do believe we're going to win.
I like you already, Ross.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got NC State winning the game.
Yes, I do.
I think I'm going to go along with that. I'm going to say NC State wins this game. Of course, I'm not going to pick against State. Use my heart when I talk about State, not my head. But I do believe they'll get the job done against Louisville. But they got a tough schedule in October. They're taking on Louisville. They've got to play Notre Dame at Notre Dame, and then they've got to play Clemson. Now, fortunately, that game's in Raleigh. You talk about a tough October schedule. Let's State fans, let's just dream for a moment. If NC State gets out of those 3 games undefeated, are they college football playoff material?
I was just thinking about that the other day, actually, when they won their game. I was like, they might actually have a run for the at least the top 5.
Yeah.
And they could potentially make it because I think after next week we'll have the college football playoff committee announce their rankings.
Their first rankings.
So I'm thinking they can really make it up there if they just keep pushing. But Clemson's going to be their toughest game for sure.
Clemson, gosh, they did a work on Virginia Tech this past week. Good gracious, they did. They went into Blacksburg and just, it was shut down. I mean, it was worse than the score showed, in my opinion.
Oh, yeah.
So Clemson this week going to be going back home, and they're going to be taking on a Wake Forest team that was undefeated going into last week and had a tough loss at home in Winston-Salem this past Saturday. How does Wake Forest rebound? Are they going to rebound and win on the road against perhaps one of the best teams in the country?
I don't think Wake Forest stands a chance. They're in for a rude awakening. But I think Clemson's going to. You catch that?
I like that. Oh, wait. Yes, they are in for a rude awakening. Because I can tell you right now, Wake Forest ain't getting the job done in Clemson, Death Valley. That is not happening. So we both got Clemson. We both agree so far.
Yep.
Let's keep it rolling, folks. And, of course, really want to talk about this game. I want to welcome all our Tar Heel fans to the show. If you're just now joining us. I'm sorry?
If there's anything left after yesterday.
Yeah, because we know y'all on the bandwagon usually. But I gotta calm down about the Tar Heels fans. They're gonna really get on me.
You're right.
Everybody took it well last night, but I think Tar Heels, UNC, great school, athletic program, don't care for it much. But the Tar Heels going to be hosting number 21 in the country, Notre Dame, the Fighting Irish. Brian Kelly's got these guys back on the right track. Notre Dame had a couple of years since they appeared in the national championship game where it was really just wasn't really Notre Dame football. And he was on the hot seat. They got him back in form, and UNC's hosting them this weekend. Yeah. UNC 1-3 on the season. Can I say that one more time? UNC 1-3 on the season, and that's probably going to be the only win y'all have for a while. Yeah. Are they going to get the job done this week in Chapel Hill against Notre Dame?
No, I don't think they will. I don't.
Me neither. I mean, we agree. We're just two smart folks here. Tar Heels ain't going to get it done. No, Fighting Irish, I think they'll put
up a good game, though.
Yeah.
But I don't think they're going to pull it off against Notre Dame. Notre Dame's a strong team.
In all seriousness, I don't think UNC is as bad a football team as their record shows.
Right.
In all honesty, I don't think they are. They played Louisville in a great contest in Chapel Hill. But is Larry Fedora, the head coach of UNC, is he on the hot seat if they keep losing games here?
Yeah, definitely. If you lose games, your job security is going down. There's no doubt about it. And Nick Saban of Alabama, he lost the game. Some people certainly think he goes down.
Just one game.
Yeah. But that's how we play. But as a team like UNC, who's not always the top caliber team, I think he'll be okay.
Yeah. We'll see. Larry Fedora, I'm thinking he's on the hot seat. We'll see. Duke and Virginia. Duke had a tough home game this past Friday night against Miami. They held in for a long time, and they ended up losing by double-digit points. Yeah. Is this a testament to how good Miami is, or is Duke overrated?
I think Duke's still a strong team because I was surprised that Hurricanes won that. But I do think that Duke will go into Virginia and come off strong on that game. And I do think that they've got a strong team overall. And they played good against UNC a few weeks ago. So I definitely think Duke's going to pull it off in Blacksburg.
Well, I think you're right. I think Duke's got a shot at winning this game. I think it's going to be closer than the experts think. I got Duke winning it too. Here's one I think we're going to disagree on. SEC play. Arkansas going into South Carolina. The Gamecocks hosting the Razorbacks. Who's winning this game?
You know, I'm not really much of a South Carolina fan at all, especially being an SEC fan myself. I'm going to have to go with Arkansas from the West. I'm not going with South Carolina. I just cannot do that.
I didn't know you'd go that route. I'm going Gamecocks. I saw them play this year against State. That's their only loss. State's only loss. Their only one loss. You know, we'll make sure everybody knows that. But it was a close game. But South Carolina, what a team! I mean, they've got a good team. I think one of us is obviously going to be right.
Yep.
And I'm a little worried I'm wrong. I told myself I'm going to take the one he doesn't pick on this one. But South Carolina, good team. Arkansas, sleeper, I think, in the West.
And see, for NC State, you guys would want South Carolina to win that game. You want them to keep building up all these wins because it makes when the State lost, it doesn't really seem like it hurts them that much if they lost to a really good team.
You got it. So, Gamecocks, we need you to win this one. And that's the college football roundup for this upcoming weekend. We'll see how we did next week. And let's talk about NASCAR now. NASCAR is, they're in the playoff mode.
Yep.
We've had some eliminations.
They just finished up the round 16 at Dover. And Casey Kane, Ryan Newman, Austin Dillon, and Kurt Busch all got eliminated. They were the bottom 4 in the 16, and now they go on to Charlotte next week to begin round 12.
And you'll be in Charlotte
for the race. I will be in
Charlotte
for that.
Yep, and we'll have Richmond Observer will be at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the next race. Who do you got winning this race?
I'm probably going to pick Jimmy Johnson, and that sounds like he's got the best average finisher and the most wins among all the competitors left in the playoffs. So it's hard not to go against Jimmy Johnson. He is the 7-time champion. He's not there for nothing. So I do believe he's got a strong one. But Truex, Kyle Busch, those two, they're on a roll. They're on a hot streak.
Now, how about the Xfinity Series? What's that looking like right now?
So they're also wrapping up their first round in the playoffs. They have a round of 12 to start it off. And bottom 4, I don't remember who's on the bottom 4. I have it on the monitor. But they're having their playoffs coming up very soon. Or for the closing, and then the Truck Series, they're having a week off, and they'll go to Talladega in 2 weeks.
Fantastic, folks. Well, there it is, your college football, your NASCAR roundup every Tuesday. Oh, sorry.
Another thing, too, NASCAR has lost a family member, Robert Yates. He was a legend. He actually just got into the Hall of Fame this past year for 2018, and he passed away from liver cancer. He was battling for that for a year, and so the NASCAR family is really feeling that.
Yeah, absolutely. I did see that, and I certainly wish their family and the entire NASCAR family our condolences from the Richmond Observer. Russell, always a pleasure.
Happy to be here.
To have you in. That's your college football and your NASCAR roundup for this week on Live at 5, and we'll be back with Russell next week. Major announcement Russell's going to be involved in at the grand opening Thursday, October 12th, and we look forward to you being a part of that. I know you're excited.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll look forward to bringing you more news that day about the exciting things going on at the Richmond Observer studio. Russell, always a pleasure.
Thank you for having me.
Folks, stick with us. We'll be right back right after this brief message.
I'm Kelly. I worked at Champion Ford for 2 years.
6 years.
3 years.
1 year.
I've been at Champion Ford for 13 years.
1 whole year. 15 years.
I'm Jamie and I've been at Champion Ford for 12 years.
I've been here 8 years.
Champion prices, champion service, champion experience.
Get treated like a champion today at Champion Ford. Just down the road from our prices, championfordlincoln.com.
We are Champion Ford.
Family Pharmacy has been serving Richmond County since April 2007, and we have enjoyed getting to know our customers since then. We take our jobs very seriously, and will do whatever we can to make sure you have what you need. Come visit us on Fayetteville Road in Rockingham, and we will treat you like family.
Today's 3-day weather forecast is brought to you by Willow Tree Antiques. Wednesday will be a sunny day with a high of 78 degrees. That evening will be clear with a low of 53 degrees. Thursday will be partly cloudy in the morning, but will clear up in the afternoon with a high of 85 degrees. In the evening, we'll have a low of 57 degrees with a mostly clear sky. And on Friday, will be a sunny high of 86 degrees. In the evening, we'll have a low of 62 degrees with mostly clear skies.
And that's a wrap for another edition of Live at 5 and your first edition.
Yes, my very first one, not the last though.
Did you have fun?
I did. I loved it.
That's good. We're glad to have you on the team.
Thank you so much.
I'm excited. And, of course, Sierra McQueen going to be with us for long past this day.
That's right.
In fact, you'll be back tomorrow.
I will.
Well, we look forward to it, folks. Again, we thank you for joining us for Richmond County's only nightly news program. And we look forward to seeing you again tomorrow night. Sierra will be live in studio with Kyle Pillar. And don't forget, tomorrow's Wednesday, so that means it is our Richmond County official Athlete of the Week feature. Look forward to bringing you back tomorrow night. I am Lance Jenkins.
And I'm Sierra McQueen.
And we will see you tomorrow night for another edition of Live at 5. So long.